I would like to see Merathi support all of those that I need, from those in the classroom, academics, the professionals that are out there, and as well as the students who are going to make a difference in our everyday lives.
It is very enlightening to see that Merathi has taken off the road, and I believe that it is not a one-off basis. It has to be a consistent and serious effort to promote STEM in the nation.
Break boundaries. It's easier than you think. It is really about questioning assumptions, changing perceptions, breaking walls, and it can be done.
Always feel that you can make that difference and push for that difference for yourselves and ourselves.
Our hope for the next generation is to reimagine the world, make it a better world, a more resilient world, a more agile world.
You do not need to be an engineer to engineer a sustainable future.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to our line of esteemed judges, fellow Engineering Challenge finalists, the organizing committee working behind the scene comprising of Meranti, IEM, and STEM for All Makerspace community, STEM educators, and our wonderful guests who are tuning in from wherever you may be. My name is Salvi, and I'll be your host for today. It's an honor for me to welcome all of you again to the second day of grand finale of Meranti World Engineering Day 2022 Engineering Challenge. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO declared World Engineering Day for Sustainable Development WED as an official international day in 2019. WED is an occasion to honor engineering and the contributions of engineers around the world to make the world a better and more sustainable environment. The universal theme for 2022 is Build Back Wiser, Engineering the Future. And Meranti, the Malaysian Research Accelerator for Technology and Innovation, is a convergence of Technology Park Malaysia TPM and the Malaysian Global Innovation and Creativity Center MAGIC. Is Malaysia's central research commercialization agency that fast-tracks the development of technology innovations from ideas to impact. Meranti serves as a connector, incubator, and catalyst to enable early-stage ideation to mature entities to commercialize and scale. Meranti is honored to be leading the Malaysian chapter of World Engineering Day celebration in collaboration with the Board of Engineers Malaysia, BEM, the Institution of Engineers Malaysia IEM, and STEM for All Makerspace. Our goal here is to inspire action and develop next generation innovators in harnessing the potential of engineering to achieve the sustainable development goals and address global pressing issues. In fact, the Engineering Challenge is our commitment to walk the talk and carry on the continuation of our nationwide celebration on the 4th and 5th March early this month at Meranti Park. There are two challenges launched on 19th February, but the second day, let's give it up for the 10 finalists coming from 8 different primary and secondary schools, homeschoolers, and international schools across the nation who are up for Meranti's second Engineering Challenge, Pepper Geodesic Dome Design. Just to recap, Geodesic Dome was first designed by Buckminster Fuller following World War II as part of his experimentation to create affordable and efficient housing that could be built quickly from mass-produced parts. Its immense stability, structural efficiency, and natural forces resistance have marveled the world of engineering. The challenge here is to invent a dome structure constructed entirely with paper using the principle of geodesic triangular frame design. School students aged 10 to 18 years are empowered to co-create as a team, stretching their creativity, originality, and teamwork to the limits to put forward their best structural innovations with the most impactful applications. To all the finalists for the challenge today, I believe that you're super excited to pitch your ideas. But before we officially begin the pitching session, let me introduce you to our panel of esteemed judges here with us today. First up, we have Dr. Yu Wenkin, IEM Young Engineers Section Representative, and as the Chief Judge for our challenge today. Dr. Yu Wenkin is an assistant professor at Heriot-Watt University, Malaysia. He has a PhD in electrical engineering. He is also the first Malaysian gold medalist for esports in the SEA Games. And second, we have Ms. Jacqueline Ann Boothville, IEM Young Engineers Section Representative. Ms. Jacqueline works as a mechanical engineer working in a professional engineering consultancy in Puchong. She is a graduate in the discipline of mechanical engineering from University Tun Hussein Onn, Malaysia, and Master of Project Management from University Malaya. Passionate in improving quality of life and productivity, adding and enhancing values in design, project and operation processes drives her onwards in providing enhanced end-user experience. And last but not least, we have technologist Nur Azlina Matsani, RTTP, Meranti International Innovation Hub. Graduated with a Master in Project Management, technologist Nora is a business strategist, project program expert in business development and technology transfer professional accredited by Alliance Technology Transfer Professional ATTP. She is an active member of Innovation Technology Managers Association, ITMA, where she plays the role as a project manager from 2019 and a management expert for Registered Technology Transfer Professional, RTTP. In fact, she is a professional technologist from Malaysia, Board of Technologies, MPOT2. A round of applause for our panel of judges. To all the audience who is tuning in, should there be any inquiries that you would love to raise to the finalists, we are welcome any of your questions in the chat box at our live stage on worldengineeringday.my. Your question may be picked up and answered live throughout this session. Now, without further ado, let's start with the first team. SKSI team from Sekolah Kebangsaan Sarjana Indah Nibong Tebal and their project of the geodesic dome that is suitable for easy use without having to accommodate large loads such as decorative chandeliers. The combination of aesthetic elements is able to produce an attractive design. Led by Muhammad Izul Hanif bin Izarul Faisham with the idea of SKSI paper geodesic dome. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera diucapkan kepada pihak menganjur iaitu Meranti, para juri yang bijaksana, guru-guru yang dihormati serta semua peserta paper geodesic dome challenge. Hari ini saya Muhammad Akil Zafran mewakili kumpulan dari Sekolah Kebangsaan Sarjana Indah di Bong Tebal, Pulau Pinang ingin membentangkan projek kami yang bertajuk SKSI paper geodesic dome. Terlebih dahulu, saya ingin memperkenalkan ahli-ahli kumpulan kami yang terdiri daripada Muhammad Izul Hanif, Ahmad Mujahid, saya sendiri dan Nur Alia Syafina. Sekalum penghargaan ditujukan kepada guru penasihat kami iaitu Puan Norma Syarif. Pelaksanaan projek ini terdiri daripada 4 perkara penting. Pertama, konsep idea. Kedua, struktur. Ketiga, pembinaan prototipe. Dan terakhir sekali, reka bentuk akhir. Secara ringkasnya, ciri utama dom kami ialah ringan dan kuat. Reka bentuk dom perlulah ringkas untuk mengurangkan berat dom. Rangka dom kami ringkas dan hanya terdiri daripada 2 bahan asas, iaitu kertas dan gam. Dom kami bukan hanya sekadar prototipe, tetapi ia boleh digunakan terus sebagai hiasan lampu gantung yang unik. Untuk kegunaan struktur tergantung seperti ini, dom mesti ringan bagi tujuan keselamatan pengguna. Atau mungkin juga sebagai struktur kemah, dom yang lebih besar. Berikut ialah sepintas lalu proses pembelajaran yang kami lalui. Pelbagai kaedah, bahan, syarat dan proses telah kami usahakan untuk mendapatkan hasil rekaan dom yang terbaik. Seterusnya, saya serahkan kepada rakan saya Izul untuk meneruskan pembentangan.
Saya Izul akan meneruskan pembentangan bagi kumpulan SKSI. Bagi memudahkan pembinaan rangka dom, prototipe satu ini menggunakan kertas kitas semula disambung dengan menggunakan skru plastik. Terdapat kelemahan utama iaitu bas silinder kertas perlu dilepirkan pada titik sambungan skru. Ini mengurangkan kekuatan bar terhadap beban ampatan. Kami menguji kekuatan dom dengan meletakkan pemberat pada titik tertinggi dom. Ia dapat menampung beban sebanyak 450 gram sahaja. Bagi prototipe 2, kami mengekalkan bentuk asal bar silinder pada titik sambungan dengan menggunakan pin penyamu daripada 2 kertas keras dan tebal. Bar silinder diperbuat daripada 2 warna berbeza menggunakan kertas dengan ketebalan 80 gram. Warna berbeza ini menambahkan elemen estetik serta memudahkan sambungan antara rangka pentagon dan heksagon. Namun tidak seperti dijangkakan, pin penyamu kertas tebal perlulah dipenggokkan. Ini menyebabkan sambungan menjadi longgar dan secara keseluruhan mengakibatkan struktur dom tidak kuat dan tidak stabil. Melalui pembacaan di internet, bar melintang pada struktur dom berada dalam keadaan regangan. Ini menyebabkan sambungan menjadi tidak stabil jika hanya menggunakan pin penyambung kertas keras. Maka di sini kami perlu menggunakan gam untuk mengekalkan kekuatan sambungan antara bar silinder. Melalui prototipe 1 dan prototipe 2, untuk menghasilkan dom yang kukuh, maka ukuran panjang bar perlu tepat. Bentuk silinder perlu dikekalkan dan cara sambungan yang stabil amat diperlukan. Sebelum menghasilkan reka bentuk akhir, kami menghasilkan prototipe 3 yang lebih kecil tetapi mempunyai berat yang hampir sama dengan reka bentuk akhir. Ini akan digunakan sebagai model perbandingan dalam ujian kekuatan struktur dom. Menggunakan kertas tikas semula dan skru plastik, dom dihasilkan dengan radius 21 cm dan berat 210 gram. Dom ini mampu menampung beban sebanyak 500 gram. Dengan matlamat struktur dom yang ringan tapi kuat, sudut antara bar silinder telah dikira sebelum sambungan dilakukan. Fixture khas digunakan semasa sambungan untuk memastikan sudut antara bar silinder tidak mudah berubah. Gam perekat panas digunakan pada sambungan supaya ia kuat dan tidak longgar. Maka terhasil reka bentuk akhir yang ringan tapi kuat dan stabil. Jejari dom 27 cm dengan berat 210 gram sama dengan prototipe 3. Ujian kekuatan telah dilakukan dengan meletakkan pemberat pada titik tertinggi rangka dom. Dom mampu menampung beban sehingga 3000 gram. Berbanding prototipe 3 yang hanya dapat menampung beban sebanyak 500 gram saja. Seperti yang kami ingin tunjukkan, rangka dom ini boleh digunakan terus sebagai hiasan lampu gantung. Nilai estetik ditambah dengan gabungan pelbagai warna kertas seperti ini. Sekian, terima kasih.
Alright, thank you very much SKSI team for your pitch. It was a very wonderful pitch. I will now open the floor for question from the judges. Judges, over to you.
Assalamualaikum, selamat petang. Adik Hanif 3 kali percubaan untuk hasilkan dom tersebut. Jadi masalah utama dekat connectors, macam mana you find out, you cuba untuk sambungkan semula the connectors tu menggunakan bahan apa tadi? Sebab yang pertama guna macam kertas yang lagi keras. So yang kedua tu kertas cardboard ataupun kertas biasa?
Menggunakan kertas biasa.
I see, okay. Do you want to add?
Saya suka yang adik menggunakan prototipe dulu untuk mencuba apa-apa teknik yang boleh mendapati produk yang boleh support the weight, the requirement. But lastly, you boleh membuat satu dome yang lebih canggih lagi, right? The last one was 3 kg compared to some of the prototype. So, what changes yang kita boleh membuat lagi untuk menaik taraf lagi kan, yang to improve this dome lagi? Apakah yang boleh adik suggest lagi kalau ada masa lah? Any way that you can think of to improve further this project? Is there any aspect that can be improved or not? So maybe the design or the material that you think that can improve it further?
Adik Anif, dengar tak? Dengar. Ada tak apa-apa cadangan yang boleh untuk bagi dia lebih kukuh? Dom tu lagi kukuh ataupun dia boleh menampung beban yang lebih. Prototipe yang ketiga dapat menampung sebanyak 3 kilo kan? Yang ni untuk memang untuk lampu gantung lah. So kalau mengatakan kita nak buat lagi yang besar ke atau macam mana? Apa yang cadangan yang you rasa boleh?
Untuk saiz dom yang kecil seperti hiasan lampu, bahan kertas yang berkualiti akan menambahkan kekuatan dom.
Perlu menggunakan kertas yang lebih berkualiti lah. Betul?
Betul.
Itu saja.
Ya.
Mungkin yang terakhir, ada tak aplikasi lain selain daripada untuk lampu yang boleh kita gunakan untuk geodesic dome ini?
Jika dom lebih besar, dom tersebut boleh dijadikan playground untuk kanak-kanak.
I believe that's all from us judges. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, team SKSI.
Alright, thank you very much to our judges and SKSI team. And moving on to our next challengers, Up It Works from SMK Datuk Muhammad Said and their project, which is the dome that is fully made of tape and paper only, that is suitable for educational purposes, led by Eunice Yotiu with the idea of geodesic dome educational kit. So the digital stage is yours.
Hi, good afternoon to all the judges, teachers, and friends. I'm Eunice from Team 2, Up It Works. Our product is Geodesic Dome Educational Kit. These are our team members. Our team included 4 members, which are me, Eunice Yo, Lo Jiajun, Feng Yip Tong, and Wang Shiyun. First, I would like to briefly explain about Geodesic Dome. Geodesic dome is a hemisphere structure that's made up of triangles. It has an aerodynamic design and is very stable. Constructing a geodesic dome is also cost saving because it doesn't need supports inside of the structure. Lastly, and the most importantly, due to this world of inflating economy and increasing populations, we believe that geodesic dome will be the new innovation for the sustainable housing project. For example, a company based in UK named Conquer Living has designed many types of sphere or semi-sphere pods using the geodesic dome structure. The pods designed are meant for those adolescents who needed private space, and it can also use for a conference room and outdoor glamping camp. According to the founder of Conquer Living, their company strongly believes that their design is specially engineered for a sustainable future. The objective we made this product is because we hope to educate people about the uniqueness of geodesic dome, be an inspiration for people to keep digging into STEM, and raise their awareness about contributing for a better future. Through design thinking and pilot test workshop, we had conducted interviews with 12 peers. 100% of them never heard of geodesic dome before. Hence, we found out some concerns that might be an obstacles on our path to a breakthrough. First of all, people doubted about the stability of geodesic dome. They lack of interest to know more about things and the science behind it. We also found out that convincing people with only theories is way far enough to gain people's confidence. In order to solve the problems, our product encourages the concept of learn from play to make learning fun. We also visualize the geodesic dome to help people understanding it, and the product allows learners to DIY it by themselves. That's why the Geodesic Dome Educational Kit is born, a thing that will lead you into the world of geodesic dome and a step closer into STEM education. The parts of the geodesic kit is put inside the geodesic net. The net is made by mimicking the structure of geodesic dome. The kit will be a 1V dome after constructing it. We conducted a pilot test workshop to test run our geodesic educational kit's practicality to see if we have solved our problems and achieved our objective. After the workshop, they said that through our educational kit, they have understood the concept of geodesic dome and got them thinking about the future world development. We have seen that the way the participants look at the geodesic dome has changed from disbelief to strong confidence towards the design. They agreed that geodesic dome will be a huge breakthrough. We are glad that they all like the concept of the hands-on project and learn about new things. Lastly, if we really win the grand prize, we will invest the money into developing the 3D printing of geodesic dome educational kit for more durable quality and better packaging. With 3D printing, we can print out different types of connectors and struts for customers to mix and match their very own geodesic dome. We hope that our educational kit could bring people into the world of geodesic dome and keep inspiring people to march toward a brighter future. We believe that our educational kit will have a huge impact on those students who intend to pursue a STEM career path. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much to It Works for your pitch. We'll now opening up the floor for the judges for the questions.
Yeah, thank you, Selby. Hi, Eunice. Good afternoon. Nora here. Can I see the prototype? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have the model on my hand, but I can share the picture for you.
We want to see the prototype. See a lot of efforts you put in.
So this is what will it look for the educational kit, that model. Yeah.
How many struts that you use for this dome?
Could you repeat it?
Yes. How many struts, paper struts do you use for this dome?
Oh, for the prototype, we actually have used, I can't really remember. Let's see, it's maybe 40, kind of like 40. Then for this, the product, we have used 25 struts.
Based on your pitch deck, it's about 40 struts, 40 struts.
Yep.
Okay, and then the weight that can load for that one, how much is the weight?
It's about 4 kg.
All right. Oh, see. But then I'm looking at your dome structure because it's more like pentagon size, yeah. It's not like hemisphere punya design. Yeah. Do you want to explain about it?
Oh, because for geodesic dome with more V, which means more triangles to form it out, it will be more likely to the shape of a hemisphere. But since our dome is just an 1V dome, which is just made out of one triangle in one layer, so it will look like something like a 10, but not a hemisphere. But if you increase the V of the dome, then it will look more close to the the hemisphere.
One question from me. I like the creativity and the design behind this project. One question is that what kind of paper did you use for your dome? And do you think of other types of paper when building it?
Oh, okay. For the struts, we actually made it from just regular A4 paper, those 80-gram A4 paper, recycled paper, because I get it from a photostat shop. And for the connectors, it's a harder paper. So it's like manila card, but not that hard, because we think that will be more stable for it. Yeah.
So in terms of material, because you actually use paper, do you think that there are other substitutes that you can actually use for the prototype? Because in future, of course, if you get the fundings, you might want to move into 3D modeling. But say now for a new prototype perhaps, any alternative materials that you would think is suitable for the project?
Oh, so for me, I think aluminum is a good material and cardboard is also okay for it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That will be all the questions from us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much to our judges and Team Up It Works. To the audience tuning in, we welcome your question at the chat box at our live stage on worldengineeringday.my. And ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next challengers, Geo Life from MRSM Bentong Pahang, and their project of creating Geo Life dome is a strong and rigid 4-frequency geodesic dome made from glossy recycled flyers paper inspired by flora and fauna, led by Izana Biha binti Sahazli with the idea of Geo Life dome. Please welcome.
Hi, and a very good afternoon to all the judges and contestants. Let me introduce myself and my team. I'm Izana Biha binti Sahazli from Team Geo Life. I team up with Ayana, Ainin, and Ubi to join the Paper Geodesic Dome Challenge. We are from 2 students from MRSM Bentong Pahang. We built Geo Life Dome, which is a strong and rigid 4-frequency dome made from glossy recycled flyers paper, inspired by flora and fauna. Okay, now let me tell you a bit of what we did. Together as a team, we carried out detailed research on paper geodesic dome, studied the challenge requirements, discussed the concept and design, selected the best materials, and finally built and presented our dome that we call Geo Life Dome. We strongly win because of the following reasons. First, 4-frequency paper geodesic dome. Okay, I think we are the one and only team that creatively built a unique 4-frequency paper geodesic dome. In the paper engineering workshop, Mr. Sam Gibbs suggested to start with 2-frequency dome because it is easier to do. 3 or more frequency domes need more struts, so it is harder to build. However, we wanted to be different. So we decided to make a 4-frequency paper geodesic dome. Yes, it is harder to build. It needs hundreds of wallpaper struts and it will take days to build. But with proper planning, precise attention to details, and a strong willpower, we managed to build our 4-frequency Geo Life dome. Second, technical drawing of design. Okay, technical drawing of design is very important in helping us to conceptualize our ideas and design our paper geodesic dome. So we decided to try AutoCAD to draw our design. It is just some basic drawings that we prepared, but we think the prototype that we built looks almost the same as the drawing. But materials used. Okay, we use glossy recycled flyers paper for our geodesic dome. Glossy flyers paper are thicker and stronger than A4 papers and newspapers. They are also easy to roll up tight. This is important because the tighter you roll up the paper, the stronger the strut and the dome will be. We use masking tape as the joining material because of its ability to bind and hold objects tight and strong. The combination of strong struts made from glossy flyers papers and masking tape enable us to build a strong dome. Number 4, professional video presentation. Our team has prepared a professional video presentation for this challenge. The video contains all the information needed by the judges in a very organized flow. The video is the proof that we stay focused and organized in all of our efforts. In conclusion, Team Geo Life started with zero knowledge about geodesic dome. But by putting our best efforts, we successfully built a strong, unique, and beautiful paper geodesic dome. We have done our best. challenge. And therefore, we strongly believe that Team Geo Life deserves to win. Thank you.
Alright,
Very
thank you very
confident.
much, Jio Life, for your pitch. It's very, very cute of you. Alright, thank you very much. And judges, the 5 minutes Q&A is yours, and the floor is over to you, judges.
Okay, thank you, MC. Personally, I like the presentation. Not sure about you guys, but for me, I like the presentation style. It's quite easy to follow. Personally, I want to ask, where do you see your application of your dome? Because you didn't really touch much on the application. Do you see any potential application of where your dome design can be used for?
The dome can be as a
Can you hear us?
I think there's a bad connection here.
Huh?
Can you repeat your answer?
The dome can be used a greenhouse.
Okay.
All right. I agree.
Butterfly.
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Yu that the presentation is well done, structured. In fact, you actually brief us through what you have actually done. You even have technical drawings. That's very good. One question for you is that I noticed that you use glossy paper. Yes, I also agree that it is strong, but would it be less friction, as in it will be very slippery, right? How do you overcome? Is that an issue when building up your prototype with the glossy paper? Do you face any challenges when you build up your prototype with the glossy paper?
There is no issue at all. The glossy paper is also easy to hold.
See, so you are. I also agree with the other judges because you are presenting very well and very confident. Congrats to you. In terms of the inspired by flora and fauna is quite creative, and also I can see there's a lot of effort that you guys are putting in this project. I saw your deck, the video presentation. Is more very details in terms of the specs, in terms of numbers, in terms of the weight and everything. But then looking at the stability, how do you to improve? How can you improve in terms of the stability of the dome itself?
Okay, the part that failed during strength test were the joints on the top of the dome. So we think if we use a different joining material such as metal clips, it will help the dome hold more weight. But we don't have any metal clips available at that time, so we have to use the next best joining material.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. That's all the questions from us. Back to you, MC.
All right, thank you again to our esteemed judges and also to Geo Life team. And for our next challengers, Hatsume from MRSM Bentong Pahang, and their project of geodesic ballscape uses the geodesic dome concept to combine current geodesic chairs in the market with a new functionality, which is set of bookshelves with led by Adam bin Abdurrahim with the idea of geodesic ballscape. And please welcome Hatsume.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and greetings to all the judges and fellow contestants. My name is Adam bin Abdurrahim. I'm from the team Hatsume, a Japanese word that translates into invention. Now, to begin with, I would like to ask all of you guys a question. You guys have a chair at home, a coach maybe, that is very relaxing, very comfortable, that most of the time you rest on it while at home. Well, if your answer is no, then we have the perfect solution for you. And if your answer is yes, then we have a better solution for you. Judges, I present to you our final product of our team, the geodesic ballscape. Now, basically, geodesic ballscape is a chair combined with geodesic dome structure with additional of bookshelf on both of the side. Now, if we look at the feature of this geodesic dome, it is built out of the two frequency dome. As you can see, two frequency dome. The outer part of this dome is covered with paper aside from the top part to allow light to enter, and bookshelf on both of the side. It has 4 levels of bookshelf on each side, and a comfortable cushion chair in the middle with 3 cute little pillows. Now, let's talk about the strength and advantage of our geodesic ballscape. First of all, the specific reason we choose to make it out of 2 frequency dome is that if this geodesic ballscape is were to be commercialized, it would be easier for customer to assemble a 2 frequency dome rather than the higher frequency dome, because it has less joint, less struts to deal with, and less frustration. The next advantage of our product is that this geodesic ballscape is a stable model, which, as you can see, it rests steadily on the pentagon base and will not tumble easily. Although for future improvement, we are planning to add more weight to the base of the geodesic dome to improve the stability of the dome. Now, I want to talk about how this simple looking roll of paper with a few water glue is made into this beautiful masterpiece. Right. We are a group consists of 4 members, but unfortunately, all of us are living far apart. So we need to decide only one of the group member is going to build the model. So that will be me, the first member of the team. I am tasked to build this geodesic model and also to record all of the footage to be included in the video of presentation. The next member, his name is Shahid. He is tasked to make the video, compile all the footage, editing, and all the voiceover of the video. For the third member, her name is Fatin Adia, which building this geodesic ballscape, which combine the now geodesic chair in the market with the new feature of bookshelf. That original ballscape idea was her idea. She also helped with the making of the video and the voiceover. And for the fourth and last member, his name is Rashidi. He is tasked to draw the digital drawing of this project using application named Blenders, which for him is the first time he ever used the Blender application and a new valuable skills for him to learn. Now let's talk about the unique selling point of our product, geodesic ballscape. First of all, like I said, it is built out of the 2 frequency geodesic dome, which to make it easier for the customer, if it were to be commercialized, to assemble it rather than all of the higher frequency dome. The next selling point is that it is very stable. It will not tumble easily. The third one is that it's a very modern looking furniture that will suit in all of the modern interior design house nowadays. Now that's all from me. I believe this geodesic dome will be recognized in the market of
Sorry.
market of modern.
Thank you very much,
Right, thank you.
Hatsume, for your pitch. Unfortunately, the time is up. And the judges, the floor is all yours for the questions.
You want to start first?
Yeah, sure. I personally feel that it is something different.
Yes, it is.
So from what we have seen so far, it looks very cozy as well. And if I will really have a chance to buy it, I think I would invest on it lah. There's just one thing that I would like to ask. Your prototype, actually, is that the size of your prototype? And if that is the size, what is the weight that you think that your actual prototype can actually hold?
Right, this is the size of our prototype as you can see. If it a real model, a real furniture, it would be far more bigger. The weight of this dome is only 0.3 kilogram to 300 kilogram, and it can accommodate a weight of almost 2.4 kilogram. If we were to put something on this chair, it will accommodate 2.4 kilogram, and I tested with a motor, and yeah.
I think it's a very good work here. Good job for your team, because it's a difference how you looking at this challenge. Because you see from the prototype until you want to commercialize. You want to commercialize your products, okay? So it's really interesting. The idea to transform the geodesic dome into something else, which is furniture. So if let's say you are going for prototype ataupun a bigger version, what type of materials that you want to use?
So if we want to build the real furniture, wood would actually be the best choice because of the easy access to the source. It's light and strong, and the best part of wood is that it has the modern theme looking. That used in a lot of the modern interior design right now.
Alright.
Okay. Thanks, Hatsume, for your presentation. I really like your presentation style. It feels like a very marketing and a sales kind of pitch, which we are quite sold, on the product itself. Unfortunately, due to the lack of time, we had to stop you there. But personally, I have a question. Did you actually test out what is the maximum weight that your prototype can hold until a certain point that it can tip over? Because I believe there should be somewhat of a maximum weight for your prototype. Because when you know that maximum weight, you can actually tell what is the ratio of the real prototype that you will be building later on.
So about the maximum weight that this specific prototype can accommodate, I can't be really sure about that, because I just tested with because there's just not a lot of space in there, so I just put the things that can be can fit into this small sitting area. So not like other group that they test their strength in here on top of the geodesic dome, but we test our weight here on this chair, so there's not a lot of space we can put things into it. So I guess it's more than 2.4 kg, but I can't really sure about how much is the maximum.
But you did test with 2.4 kg and it managed to support without tumbling over. So that is enough for us.
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions, judges? Okay, no. That's all from us, Team Hatsume. Thank you for your presentation. And that's all.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you.
Back to you, MC.
Good job.
Thank you very much to our judges, and great job to Hatsume. And again, I would like to remind to the audience tuning in, we are welcoming your question at the chat box at our live stage on worldengineeringday.my. And moving on to our next challengers, Team Geo 5 from Homeschool Subang Jaya, and the project of Fantastics by Team Geo 5 is a fun engineering creative tool to add geodesic chair into your space, created by these kids for all kids, and led by Enrique Lee Yi Xun, with the proposed idea of Fantastics. And please welcome Team Geo 5.
MC, can you advise them?
He's muted.
Yeah, I think he's muted.
1926. It is a marvel of technology. And what about the aesthetic features? That too has been explored by many people when they use it as lampshades, prototypes for wedding banquets, greenhouses, and even for space stations. We, Geo 5, created Fantastics because we believe that the missing element in most creation is the element of fun. Put the fun back in serious stuff like engineering and science and mathematics. Put the fun back into the arts, and you have us, Geo 5, Fantastics. A creative engineering tool for kids like us to play, wonder, and experiment, and most of all, have fun. Do you know that once you understand the patterns to build it, you can create it very quickly? Our dome can even withstand the weight of 19 bags of flour. 19 bags, that is 16 kilograms. That's the weight of a 3-year-old child. You have seen our video on how we created several prototypes and how we have failed. Or should I say how not to build a geodesic dome. Science and engineering is never about failure. It's not even about contest, but a continuous process of finding the best design for the benefit of many every single time. If we can redo this dome again, we would make it truly eco-friendly and safe by using jute trims at the nodal joints. We will also make time to interview the architects and engineers of Komta and Pusat Science Negara to understand how and why they created those designs. But we would never exchange the fun that we had. We will never forget how we kept on making Fantastics stronger. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. As of today, our Fantastics is weighted 5.69 kilograms and it can take on the load weight of 16 kg. We enjoyed the times we had to discuss together, face to face over Zoom and play, create and support each other. For us, a bunch of kids ranging from 10 to 13-year-olds, we realized everyone needs the element of fun. A dome in your home, made by kids for all kids. So keep calm and let's Fantastics! Thank you.
Wow, alright, thank you very much Team Geo 5 for your pitch. Such a cute kids. Alright, judges, the floor is all yours. Ask away.
Thank you, Team Geo 5. That was a very cute presentation. Are you guys siblings, by the way? On the Evans, Ethan, and Enrique, are you all siblings?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And Karina and Nikran are also siblings.
I see. So interestingly, you are all from homeschool, okay? And personally, I like that the dome size is bigger than you, so that makes it quite interesting and fun to build it, I believe. Personally, I saw that you all use a newspaper. What do you all use for the connectors again?
We use cardboard and tie wires. We use cardboard and we drilled holes through it, and And since each shred had holes drilled through them too, so it was like 2 pieces of cardboard
on each side.
Yes, and the shreds in the middle of it, and the 2 tie wires go through each hole to tie it up.
You try and try again. How many times do you try until you got the things working?
Well, we did like 4 prototypes, but it was one made of straw and the other 2 made of paper. One had a template. But
the straw one was cut at the wrong length, so it wasn't built finished. Whereas the paper one was made of flat paper, so it collapsed like after a few days. And we connected it with double-sided tape, which wasn't good. And now if you take a piece up, that piece just comes off and it's not a dome anymore.
Yeah, fantastic. Yes, find a fantastic solution to create your dome. It's interesting, and then also you can play with it, right?
Yes, we've thought up 3 game ideas, and other kids who see it might also come up with another idea for the games. So the 3 ideas is tossing a beanbag into different holes, and it has different points in each hole. Going in a hole and going out in another hole, and being the quickest to do that. And the last is a 2-player game where they both race in and out a few holes.
Transform that dome into a playground area. What type of material that you think you can use?
We can use like metal.
We might have to make
it bamboo. We can use metal or bamboo, and it can be a climbing frame or a swing as well. If we use it in a playground.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great work.
I believe 3 of us here love your spirit. One of your lines caught me is that continuous process to find the best solutions. I think that is great. I hope all of you enjoy building the dome. And if you really have a chance to build a bigger one perhaps, how big do you think the next dome that you want to build? What would be the size? Yes.
I think it would be a biggest one, about 5 feet tall.
That's good.
I think they're about that same size, but if we increase the frequency, it can be stronger since the shreds will be shorter. And it can be stronger.
And there'll be more shreds, so that the load will be divided evenly.
Okay, thank you very much for your answers and your presentation. That's all the questions from us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our judges and to Geo 5. It was fantastic. And moving on to our next challengers. Team Geo Solid from MRSM Bentong Pahang, and a Geo Solid dome is actually a geodesic dome made from paper that was designed to enhance the strength and structural integrity of a normal geodesic dome. So this team led by Iman Hafiz bin Kamaruddin, and with the proposed idea of Geo Solid dome. And Team Geo Solid, the stage is yours.
Hello and greetings to all. Today, on behalf of the Geo Solid team, I would like to present to you our pitch for the Geo Solid dome model that we constructed. So before we begin the pitch, I want to give a little introductions to my team members and myself. I'm Audrey Pachana, the Geo Solid team's editor and presenter. My team consists of 5 individuals, myself, Iman, Sufa, Fakrushi, and Ryan. We are all current secondary 4 students from MRSM Bentong Pahang. And of course, the name of our dome would be the Geo Solid. So without further ado, let me jump straight into the pitch for this. So when it comes to the subject matter of domes, it always leads to the topic of architecture and engineering. And as engineering students of a technical institution, we wanted to ensure that our dome fitted in these topics well, hence the creation of our Geo Solid dome. To be honest, the design that you see from us right now is as an impromptu decision made throughout the process of developing and constructing this Geo Solid dome. We had, prior to the official constructions of the Geo Solid, we envisioned our dome as more of a structured tower than a tree frequency model. However, as the conversations and constructions developed, we opted to go with a more substantial and sturdy structure. The concept worked out beautifully, and we created the Geo Solid dome, which surprised us by exceeding our expectations. For the time being, we won't discuss the features of this Geo Solid dome because we've already covered it in our video. Instead, let us evaluate the advantages that this dome provides. Our dome was designed using a tree frequency principle, which essentially means that it is made out of 3 different triangular sizes. This makes our dome more durable than most others, as evidenced by the study paper, Geodesic Structures, published in the International Journal of Education and Research on 5th May 2013. The fundamental structure of our geosolid dome is built out of rolled up sheets of paper that are put together by tape and then made into triangles. After that, the triangles are stitched together to form the geosolid dome. Additionally, we also inserted a beam in the middle of the dome. This is to ensure that the dome does not tip over when it is at its most stable. Our dome is surprisingly light, weighing over only 138 grams, but its sturdiness allows it to hold up to 4 kg. For the endurance test, you could watch our video for it. We wanted to make sure that the dome's materials, which are simply sellotape and paper, are easily accessible. So if you want to construct this, you presumably already have the supplies on hand. We chose this 3V design specifically to ensure that not only is the dome itself sturdy and structural, but that it also looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. In our opinion, this dome would make a great architectural design landmark. The 21st century is well known for its modern architectural designs. For example, the Park Hill, located at Sheffield, United Kingdom, or the Sydney Opera House, located in Australia. With the minimum design that this geosolid dome brings, it has a high potential of being recognized as a landmark as well. That's all I have to say. Thank you again for providing our geosolid team the opportunity to be one of the competition's finalists. Thank you very much on behalf of my team, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much to Team Geo Solid for your pitch. And judges, you may begin with the Q&A to the team.
Thank you for your presentation. May I know on the application aspect of your project? Because I did not really get the application part of it. Your project be used for?
Our main applications is to make sure that our geodesic dome is more on the stable side, and it is always applied to everywhere in every aspect of application because it is speakingly strong.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any threats that you might actually see? We understand that there are actually advantages or strength in terms of the structure itself being an iconic building when you compare it to the Sydney Opera House. But to achieve that, what are the threats that you think possibly may hinder your progress?
Probably the environment, because that plays a huge role. Let's say if we did a structure in an environment of different weathers, and it's actually based on the what we used to build. So I think that's a threat by its own, the environment and the things that we use to build up the dome as an architectural landmark.
All right.
Nora, do you have any questions?
Perhaps I would like to add on one more thing. In terms of the load capacity, how much is the load capacity just now?
Does it mean the applicable weight for it? Yeah, it's 4 kg, 4 kilograms.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions from us. Okay, thank you for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our judges and team Geo Solid. And again, to the audience tuning in, we are welcoming any of your questions at the chat box at our live stage on worldengineeringday.my. And moving on to our next challengers, Four Seasons team from IPG Batulintang, Kuching, Sarawak. Their geodesic dome is made from 35 strands of 26 cm rolled paper in yellow and 30 strands of 23 cm rolled paper in pink. They designed the dome to bring the idea of a mall that customized with 4 extra windows that represent 4 different seasons that can't be experienced in Malaysia. Led by Nurul Nadira binti Muhammad Ali with the idea of 4 Seasons Geodesic Mall. And 4 Seasons team, please welcome.
So a dream comes true. Hello and good afternoon to our respected judges and everyone. So we are 4 Seasons team from IPGK Batulintang and SMK Batulintang. Today we will be presenting about our dome. So basically the dome is themed more with moving ceiling that will display 4 types of seasons, which are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So interestingly, Malaysia does not experience this 4-season climate, but it can only be seen in countries such as Japan, Canada, United States, and South Korea. So in real life, it's such a dream come true for Malaysians who can't afford to go abroad to experience the 4 seasons. So in our planning, we will use hologram technology that makes the features, atmosphere, and interior inside the dome mall seem like a reality. So this project also gives our local students the opportunity to experience the seasons for educational purposes. In terms of economy sector, this 4 seasons dome mall can be an attraction for people around the world, especially for those from Southeast Asia countries. And this surely will bring profits to our economy. So on the other hand, we are sure COVID-19 leaves mark on travelers. It makes them more cautious and even afraid to travel. Yes, travel to witness a particular season. So therefore, this project is the best for them, because the hologram season, as we planned, change according to the actual seasonal time, as in China, which is the spring season in March, April, and May. The summer season is in June, July, and August, and etc. And of course, the following year will be other countries' actual season shifting time, as our referral, perhaps South Korea. So frankly speaking, we travel around the world. And for sure, as future teachers, we guaranteed that the prototype of this project benefits the students, because this prototype can be used as teaching aids, teaching tools, where students will be learning about types of seasons, when the seasons are shifting, or which countries are involved, and many more. To conclude, the project shows that Malaysia is ready for digital transformation. Again, a dream comes true. This verse fills our spirit to continue to fight for this project, and maybe the reason why you should choose it. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you, 4 Seasons team, for your pitch. And judges, you may now begin asking your questions to 4 Seasons team.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, quite interesting, the idea. I just wondering, the 4 season that you showed just now, is it for indoor or outdoor? How is it? How do you want to showcase the hologram? Is it for outside or inside?
The 4 seasons hologram will be for the inside, so that the people who came into the mall will get the opportunity to experience the seasons inside the mall.
Okay.
Okay, that was a very interesting idea for the application of this dome. I really like the Four Seasons concept because, you know, like you said, Malaysia does not have the Four Seasons, and given, of course, the past 2 years we have been lacking the opportunity to travel. So this can be opportunity for us to experience the Four Seasons locally rather than the need to travel to the respective countries. One question is, what are the materials that you use for the windows in particular for the real application? Because when you want to rotate, these windows need to be sort of light in order to rotate the seasons itself. Have you given a thought on that?
We're using solar glasses panels that also contribute to the application of the alternative sources. So the glasses around the geodesic dome will be used by using panel glasses solar technology, so that it will contribute to the ecosystem as well.
Thank you.
There's just one question for me. Before that, I like the idea for the Four Season Dome. Can you bring us through again what will be the probable size of your project, and what is the weight that it can hold? Because you mentioned something about solar panel glass, right? Yes. And I believe from what I see is perhaps there will be changing of scenes to actually portray the Four Seasons. So can we know what is the allowable weight that your dome is expected to hold?
The prototype can hold about 4 kilograms, and the real size is we measure it to 1 centimeter to 10 meter scale, which is the 26 centimeter strut equal to 260 meter, while the 22 centimeter strut equal to 230 centimeters. So overall, the diameter of the dome is around 842 meter, and with the radius of 421 meter in real life.
Any inspiration behind the yellow and pink color?
No, I think we just pick it randomly.
I just want to add another question. How about the connectors itself? What are you using for the connectors?
We're using steel connectors, but for the 4 extra windows, we're using the longer steel connector to make it so we can move it to the top of the dome, and we can lower it down and moving to the other seasons.
Personally, I just want to add one more comment before we end. Actually, the idea overall is good, but on the sustainability aspect, for us to replicate 4 moving windows may not be that sustainable. Having one window that, you know, can change its scenery or color over time, that could be something that's more sustainable, because you reduce the cost of these additional 3 rotating windows. So that could be an idea to think about in the future. Yeah. So I believe that's all from us.
Yes, thank
you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again to our esteemed judges and Four Seasons team. It was a very interesting idea. And our next challengers, Bas Agan newspaper engineers from homeschoolers based in Klang Valley, a team of diversified young engineers who use recyclable materials to build one of the most efficient structures known to man, the geodesic dome, led by Jeshwar Sivaneshwaran, with the proposed idea of the newspaper geodesic dome. And Bas Agan, the digital stage is yours.
We, the Bestagon newspaper engineers, deserve to win this competition. Today, I will be sharing with you
5 reasons on why our dome deserves to win. Good afternoon to the very wise panel. I know that you have watched our video, but let me reintroduce our team. I am Jai and I am 12 years old and I'm the oldest member of the Vestagon newspaper engineers. Shreya and Arisha are 11 and Santiago and Rohan are 10. The first reason on why we should win is because you asked us to build a paper dome and we delivered a paper dome. We did our best to build our dome on mostly recycled materials and avoided using plastics. You see, besides instructions for the competition, we support being kind to the environment. Children like myself and my team members are the most threatened by our current trajectory of the environmental crisis, and we are all for making choices that support a better future for us. The second reason on why we deserve to win is because we went big. We may be small, but when we think big. Humanity has always been intrigued by pushing our boundaries and doing bigger structures and bigger projects. In fact, the geodesic dome itself gets stronger as it gets bigger due to the way the load gets distributed. We decided to flow with this thinking and we pushed ourselves out of our comfort zone and went big. I would like to add we went big, strong, and stable. The third reason on why we deserve to win, because we are totally, and I mean totally committed. We may be young, but we understand commitment. We understand work ethics. We are invested in our team and we support each other. Here's a little backstory to our teamwork. 2 of our members had to go on a Europe trip after completing the dome, and 2 more members had COVID and had to battle the fever. Despite that, the team showed up for online meetings and pitched in. We showed up every time to get the team through the finish line, navigating through time zones and pandemics. Rohan and Shreya are joining us from Iceland, even as we are doing this. The fourth reason on why we deserve to win is because we thought like engineers and worked like engineers. We are proud to say that we got a peek into the amazing mind of an engineer while building this dome. We understood responsibilities involved in getting this structure strong and functional. We stayed true to the minimalistic design spirit of the geodesic dome. We researched like engineers to ensure that the structural integrity was maximized. We researched polyhedrons and equilateral and isosceles triangles, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 frequency domes, and many others. Our research also revealed that Buckminster Fuller designed the glass dome that is on top of Comta Tower in Penang. Isn't that amazing? We learned to project manage our team. We did a prototype and learned from it and improved. We also learned calculation, making estimates, and presenting our ideas. We hope that our efforts will make the panel proud. The fifth reason on why we deserve to win is because we had a futuristic approach. We're still kids and we are growing up in a world that has a mitigating future crisis. As a future generation, we want to understand more about our environment and futuristic technologies. The geodesic dome offers promising engineering in the face of uncertainties. We especially appreciate how the dome can be used in space exploration, specifically in colonizing the moon and Mars. This architecture will also serve us well if our climate gets harsher. All these problems will need more engineers. We will need more women engineers. Our team had amazing contribution from two female members who are showing everyone that STEM is for everyone. Thank you, everyone. I will finish off with a reminder that we, the Vestagon newspaper engineers, deserve to win.
Thank you very much, Vestagon newspaper engineer, for your pitch. And judges, the floor is all yours.
Hi, Jai. You are a winners, Jai. All of you are winners here, okay? And also I can see how much effort you put into creating that idea. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah. And then because you are explaining about the 5 reasons why you need to win this competition, But then I also would like to ask a few questions. You guys also do some labeling for each strut, right? For each paper strut, you do some labeling with coloring.
What?
We did do coloring for paper struts. We made colored paper and we covered the newspaper with colored paper.
Differentiate between the long and short one.
We didn't do that. We did an individual color for each strut.
Okay.
Given that this is a live stream, would you be able to share a picture of your dome that you have created for the audiences at home?
I'd like to invite my teammates who may have the pictures, because unfortunately I don't have any pictures.
How about the estimated load capacity for this dome?
The estimated load capacity, it's about 10 kg.
Alright.
Well, yes, I agree with Ms. Nora mentioning that, when you take the challenge, you are actually one step, ahead to win. Yes. So congratulations for taking up the challenge. I like how all of you have the thought of, stepping into the engineering world to build incredible things. I just want to say, if you would really have the opportunity to build another one perhaps, do you think you want to build something else, or you are happy with your product as it is?
We would change it. We learned from our mistakes quite a lot during this, and we would make some tweaks here and there.
All right, continue to, you continue to have the effort and keep up the good work. Yes.
You all are winners, because from this challenge, I believe you all have a future in engineering. So keep it up.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much to our judges and Best Ag Newspaper Engineers. Oh, so happy. Okay, so moving on to our next challengers, Team Serenity from SMK Sungai Tapang, Kuching and SMK Pending, Kuching. In introducing a world peace to new generations, teachers need a tool so that students witness the beauty of the unity world with no war. Led by Evangeline Tay Yun Yang and the proposed idea of Serenity. And Team Serenity, you may begin 5 minutes from now.
So good afternoon to everyone. I'm from Team 9 Serenity and my name is Esmeralda Tay. So before I start to introduce our group product, I'd like to introduce our group members. So our group members is Esmeralda Tay Yun Chi, Estefany Tay Yun Han, Evangeline Tay Yun Yen, Vladimir Chin Yer, and our teacher advisor is Eleonora Tay Yun Lo from IPG Batu Lintang. So our concept of our geodesic dome is peace of war. Our objective is an educator in introducing the word peace. The issue of our product is war between Russia and Ukraine. The importance to show let kids can observe the beauty of the world. They also can know more about countries and their flags. So the shape of our product is a hemisphere with triangle. We use many small triangle to build hemisphere. The reason we choose this shape is because hemisphere looks like Earth. The green color paper is represent land and blue color paper represents sea. So the ingredient of our dome is color paper, country's flags, and the tools we use is straw, sellotape, and utility knife. So we take 4 hours to do our dome, and the cost we use is around 10 ringgit for steel connector. And through the weight test, we know that our product can support 3.64 kilograms, and the height of our product is 1.5 meter and weight 1 kilogram. So the real size of, if our product in real size, we can do as a building for tourism spot or museum. So if with normal size that we did is can like decoration or globe. Yeah, so that's all for our group. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much to Team Serenity for your pitch. And judges, you may begin with the questions to Team Serenity. Over to you guys.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Team Serenity. I like the overall idea of your mission is to promote world peace, and it's in line with our goal here for this challenge, which is to address some of the global pressing issues. And of course, your issue is not, a previous one is very recent and very real for many of us. So that I believe is interesting. And overall, what is the size of your dome?
Our size dome height is 1.5 meter. Oh, okay, sorry. So the height of our dome is 1.5 meter and weight for 1 kilogram.
Okay. So you say can support up to how many kg again?
3.64 kilogram.
Personally, I like the green and blue color coordination for the land and the sea. What do you use for the connectors?
Steel connector.
You mentioned it's for educational purpose to actually, perhaps teach, use for a teaching aid. There are certain countries and of course flags. Which level of education do you think that this geodesic dome teaching aid perhaps is suitable to be applied to?
I think it's primary school, secondary school, and pendidikan Islam.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe I can add one more questions here. For educational purpose, right? How long it will take for any groups, or if this one is become one of the tools for them to build up the geodesic dome, how long it will take to do this project, to complete this project?
A period, I think. Yeah, like teacher can introduce these things to the students, this product to the students, and also carrying some activities with the students.
Yeah, how long it will take to complete the project? If let's say they are planning to have it at a school.
The 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 1 hour, I think.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, that's all the questions from us. Thank you very much for your presentation, Team Serenity.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our judges and Team Serenity. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to our final challengers. Go Green Geodesic Dome from SJKC Bintawa Kuching. In supporting the Go Green activity, they want to reduce the use of papers by reusing it, led by Vicky Chin Yen Ni, with the proposed idea of newspaper geodesic dome. And Go Green Geodesic Dome, please welcome.
A very good afternoon to all the judges from Meranti and all the contestants who are joining this finale. I am Daniel Lee from Go Green Geodesic Dome. First and foremost, I want to introduce my group members who are Vicky Chin Yen Ni, Daniel Lee Shin Tek, which is me, Wilson Wong Yu Wee, Avril Stephen Anna Elvin Kim, and Chang Tek Chun as our teacher advisor. As stated in my group name, Go Green, the geodesic dome made by my group is mainly consists of recyclable materials, which are newspapers. 3R principle is clearly shown through my product. As we all know, the newspapers will be put aside after we read the newspapers. By using old newspapers to build my geodesic dome, I am using the old newspapers. At the same time, the number of trees being cut down are greatly reduced as recycled newspapers are mainly used. The cost of making my geodesic dome is very low because recyclable materials are mainly used. The main goal of making this product is to promote environmental friendly. Besides that, I can use my geodesic dome as teaching materials. This is because I am being trained to be a teacher in the future. With the geodesic dome, I can teach my students about types of polygon such as triangle, pentagon, and hexagon. Moreover, geodesic dome that I have created can be put at the backyard as a mini tent. This is because it is movable and easy to carry around. It is designed especially for children as children can hide or play inside the mini tent. But some modification can be done on my product. For example, I can put waterproof materials such as nylon or polyester coating on my product so that the children can still use my geodesic dome even during rainy days. For children, they can put their toys under the geodesic dome, whereas adults, such as parents, can put their gardening tools under the dome. Let's Go Green starts from today. That's all from my team. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Go Green Geodesic Dome, for your pitch. And judges, the floor is all yours.
All right. Hi, Daniel. I hope you can hear me.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your idea to actually, teach your students how to build it and building it yourself as a teacher in future. There are many applications that you have already mentioned, and I find that very creative. Just one question. May I know why you perhaps chose your size? From what I saw from the picture, is about 1 meter in radius, or perhaps your strut itself is actually about 2 feet long. Do you consider any calculation to the design and the length of the strut for your dome?
Yes. Yes, the first reason that I considered is to enable the number of children that can enter the geodesic dome. As I have mentioned just now, the geodesic dome can be used as a playground or a toy for the children, whether they can play hide and seek, or they can even put their toys, or adults can put their gardening tools. So the length that need to be long enough, and the width need to be big enough to withstand or to allow the let's say my geodesic dome can allow 4 children, so I need to consider about the length and the width that the children or the tubes can be put inside. Yeah.
All right, thank you for the explanation.
Thank you.
I have just one question. Personally, I like the newspaper idea behind this, but I want to know what is the load capacity of this dome.
The loop capacity, do you mean by the width that the weight that can be withstand? Yeah, so we already did the weight test, and it is about 2 kg. Yeah, so that means we can put just a thin reference book on it, or like 2 magazines on it, and it can surely withstand it. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with Jacqueline and also Dr. Yu about your idea using the recyclable materials, that is old newspaper. But then just now you did mention about your product can be transformed into a tent and then add on with the extra materials like polycarbonate. Is it by using with the paper material, or you want to transform with other material?
Personally, I feel that I can transform my the geodesic dome, the material of my geodesic dome, by using the materials that are far more like can withstand heavier weight, like cardboard or manila card, that it can be can withstand with like 5 kg or 6 kg or even more, so that that the mini tent concept can actually be applied, and yeah, it can be beneficial for all the users. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all the questions from us.
Yes.
And thanks again to our esteemed judges and to our last challengers, Go Green Geodesic Dome. And with that, we have heard all the 10 aspiring challengers with their ideas that I believe will help them take on the nation advancing towards the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, with our geodesic dome design. To all the challengers, let's go for a short 10 minutes break to take a deep breath and loosen up. You all have done a great job today's challenge. And to the audience, please stay tuned for the award presentation time.
I would like to see Merathi support all of those that I need, from those in the classroom, academics, the professionals that are out there, and as well as the students who are going to make a difference in our everyday lives.
It is very enlightening to see that Merathi has taken off the road, and I believe that it is not a one-off basis. It has to be a consistent and serious effort to promote STEM in the nation.
Break boundaries. It's easier than you think. It is really about questioning assumptions, changing perceptions, breaking walls, and it can be done.
Always feel that you can make that difference and push for that difference for yourselves and ourselves.
Our hope for the next generation is to reimagine the world, make it a better world, a more resilient world, a more agile world.
We do not need to be an engineer to engineer a sustainable future.
Idea bukan sekadar idea. Idea adalah bukti daya cipta dan kebijaksanaan. Malaysia telah menunjukkan kepada dunia bagaimana idea diperkasakan demi pencapaian gemilang. Maka, bayangkan jika setiap idea dapat dibangunkan dengan peluang yang sama. Idea hebat mungkin tak sempurna. Idea yang disruptif menggegarkan status quo. idea yang teragung sering diperkecilkan. Idea kreatif kerap dipersendakan. Namun, idea tetap wujud di mana-mana, sama ada di makmal, bilik darjah ataupun puncak gunung tertinggi. Visi yang menginspirasikan harus direalisasikan bagi memacu perubahan melalui return on ideas. Kerana setiap karya pasti ada permulaannya. Masanya sudah tiba untuk setiap benih idea bercambah dan tumbuh dan menyerlahkan nilai kebolehan rakyat Malaysia demi menempa return on ideas untuk para inovator dan pengubah dunia. Kami persembahkan dari idea ke impact. Meranti.
Ideas. They're more than just ideas. They are a testament to originality and resourcefulness. Malaysia has shown, time and again, how ideas transition into greatness. So, what if all ideas had a shot at standing tall among the best? Great ideas aren't always perfect. Disruptive ideas rock the status quo. Big ideas are often belittled. Creative ideas are often scorned. But no matter where ideas come from, whether labs, classrooms, or mountaintops, or even our struggles and motivations, these inspired visions deserve everything it takes to accelerate change with the new return on ideas. Because every masterpiece has to start somewhere and needs room to grow. So now is the time for the seeds of ideas to mature and strengthen and highlight the value of Malaysian ingenuity as we reach for new heights together as a nation and forge the return on ideas. To all fellow innovators and game changers, we are here for you. Ideas to impact. Meranti.
I would like to see Meranti support all of those that I need, from those in the classroom, academics, the professionals that are out there, and as well as the students who are going to make a difference in our everyday lives.
It is very enlightening to see that Serenity has taken off the road, and I believe that it is not a one-off basis. It has to be a consistent and serious effort to promote STEM innovation.
Break boundaries. It's easier than you think. It is really about questioning assumptions, changing perceptions, breaking walls, and it can be done.
Always feel that you can make that difference and push for that difference for yourselves and ourselves.
Our hope for the next generation is to reimagine the world, make it a better world, a more resilient world, a more agile world.
You do not need to be an engineer to engineer a sustainable future.
Idea bukan sekadar idea. Idea adalah bukti daya cipta dan kebijaksanaan. Malaysia telah menunjukkan kepada dunia bagaimana idea diperkasakan demi pencapaian gemilang. Maka, bayangkan jika setiap idea dapat dibangunkan dengan peluang yang sama. Idea hebat mungkin tak sempurna. Idea yang disruptif menggegarkan status quo. Idea yang teragung sering diperkecilkan. Idea kreatif kerap dipersendakan. Namun, idea tetap wujud di mana-mana, sama ada di makmal, bilik darjah ataupun puncak gunung tertinggi. Visi yang menginspirasikan harus direalisasikan bagi memacu perubahan melalui return on ideas. Kerana setiap karya pasti ada permulaannya. Masanya sudah tiba untuk setiap benih idea bercambah dan tumbuh dan menerlahkan nilai kebolehan rakyat Malaysia demi menempa return on ideas untuk para inovator dan pengubah dunia. Kami persembahkan dari idea ke impact. Meranti.
Ideas. They're more than just ideas. They are a testament to originality and resourcefulness. Malaysia has shown, time and again, how ideas transition into greatness. So, what if all ideas had a shot at standing tall among the best? Great ideas aren't always perfect. Disruptive ideas rock the status quo. Big ideas are often belittled. Creative ideas are often scorned. But no matter where ideas come from, whether labs, classrooms, or mountaintops, or even our struggles and motivations, these inspired visions deserve everything it takes to accelerate change with the new return on ideas. Because every masterpiece has to start somewhere and needs room to grow. So now is the time for the seeds of ideas to mature and strengthen and highlight the value of Malaysian ingenuity as we reach for new heights together as a nation and forge the return on ideas. To all fellow innovators and game changers, we are here for you. Ideas to impact. Meranti.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the judges are still finalizing which team shall walk away with the grand prize of 2,000 ringgit Malaysia to accelerate your ideas further, I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Ramesh, the Program and Community Engagement Director of STEM for All Makerspace, to share with you some programs and activities lining up at Meranti Pop-Up Makerspace. And also, Mr. Ramesh has another special agenda in mind. It's the winner's announcement for our Engineering for Impact Pocket Talk quizzes. And over to you, Mr. Ramesh.
Thank you. Thank you, Salvi. And it is my pleasure to share with you some of the exciting programs that we have lined up for you at the Meranti Pop-Up Makerspace. Now, before I do that, I also like to take you through what has happened, what have we been doing leading up to the Makerspace and leading up to the programs that's going to be organized for you from April onwards. Yeah, so we had a very exciting journey. All started with the World Engineering Day celebration, or what we call Meranti Virtual World Engineering Day celebration. Now, let me quickly share with you some of the things that has happened, right? So Meranti World Engineering Day 2022 took place on the 4th and 5th of March, right? What did we do? We had some very exciting forums. We had a series of pocket talks, and we had even a pop-up maker space in which we invited you to come and experience yourself 3D printing as well as what you call CNC machines and laser cutters, and you get an opportunity to even build robots. That's what this makerspace is all about. So if you can see the visuals that I'm sharing with you, encapsulate some of the very exciting things that happen during World Engineering Day. Now, moving on, World Engineering Day has now led to a permanent space, and this is where the makerspace come to being. Right, now two of the exciting programs that was held in conjunction with Meranti World Engineering Day is the challenges. One was the biomimicry challenge, right, which we did present we announced the winners yesterday. So anybody who had followed us, you have seen that we have announced the winners, and today we're going to announce the winners of the paper geodesic dome challenge. Now, I saw the videos presentation, I did look some of the pitchings, and I must say, fabulous job. I must say, you kids are so very creative, right? So the middle word I find that is what we see is you're very creative, and we want to help you to take that creativity to the next level. And how are we going to do that? Now, just stay on with us and we'll show you how we can do that. Now, to do that, you must understand STEM education. I think most of you are very much involved in the STEM education. You may know it or you may not know it. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Maths. And this is a beautiful chart which says why STEM education is so important. Why is it exciting? Because you start off with brainstorming an idea. This is where the higher order thinking skills comes to being. I'm sure your teacher, your facilitators have taken you through that, right? In that process, it allows you to become innovative. It helps you to build confidence, especially when you are able to accomplish something. Like for example, when you build your geodesic, I heard some of you say it's beyond your expectation. Wow, that's what we want, because you have excelled your expectations, right? So this is what STEM education can help to bring about. Consciously or subconsciously, you will be able to excel in your studies. You will be able to excel in your projects because you are in tune to the STEM education skills. So this is what we are able to do. And how have we been doing it? Let me just quickly share with you what is a Maker's Lab first. Right? What's the definition? You know, you've heard of Makerspace, you've heard of Maker's Lab. Now this is one very interesting definition that I would like to share with you. A Maker's Lab is a collaborative workspace within a school, library, or a separate private facility, okay, for making, learning, and exploring and sharing of concepts and ideas. So this is keyword, and you have done brilliantly, all right? You have made, you have explored with the geodesic dome, and you have shared your concepts and ideas. That's a maker, all right? You're in the process of becoming a maker, an engineer perhaps in the future. Isn't that exciting, right? And here you can use high-tech tools or even low-tech tools. What are high-tech tools? I mentioned to you 3D printers, laser cutters, CNC machines, and these are very high-tech tools or machines that you feed in your ideas, and voila, you will come up with a 3D printed product based on your imagination, right? At the same time, you will have to use tools like hammer, like screwdrivers, pliers, crafting. You have to craft out wood, for example. That's again a different set skills. Your motor neuron skills come into play. So this is what a Maker's Lab is about, right? Very, very exciting. So you create, you produce. Of course, it's all on the basis of ideas and inspirations that you have, right? So moving on, this is what you can expect to see at the Meranti Maker's Lab. Now, how did we begin? When I say we, meaning myself together with my partners, Mr. William Alvis and Encik Mat Noor and Dr. Rahmat Shazi, we kind of like were very much involved with the STEM community and also the makers community, and we got invited to set up a maker space at a mall called Daman Mall in Subang. And this is what we have been doing for the past 3 years, since 2019. Right? So if you can see the visuals here, you have Mr. Sam teaching kids how to create toys, or in this case, jet cars. Then you have Mr. SD showing them how to use LEDs and to make their own blinkers. And you have another visual there. You see Mr. William and Daryl teaching kids how to make and fly drones. These are all exciting projects that we have been doing in our STEM for All Makerspace. And this was since 2019. Then comes the Meranti Makerspace. So this is brand new. It's still work in progress as early as just in March. So in conjunction with World Engineering Day, this was started off. And thanks to Meranti for the wonderful support and the foresight in having this kind of a space, to bring out the best, to bring out the creative talents within all of you. So here in this Makers Lab, this is a temporary pop-up maker space. Eventually it'll move on to another permanent space. Hopefully by May we will be able to invite you to come and experience more programs. But even now it's available, right? So if you can see kids there trying to control robot, not just control, I mean everybody has, I'm sure you have played with remote control robots and cars and race cars, but in this case we teach you how to make it. Right? So we want you to learn the skills of putting together and programming it and telling the robot as to move to the left, to the right, to the front, or in whichever directions that you want to. That's a skill that you can learn. Right? So this is what's happening at the pop-up makerspace. Now, we launched it, like I said, in March, and then in May we plan to start operating fully, whereby there will be lots of exciting programs. But in the interim period, we are ready to welcome you, especially school teachers, parents, and we've got programs lined up for kids as young as 6 years old, 6 to 10. So we have got 5 programs that we have already curated, and we'll bring in the experts to teach you how to do 3D design and 3D design and printing, okay, using a kind of a program called SketchUp, very, very basic. Then there's also coding and gaming, build your own robots with straws. So it's called Strawbees. So we'll invite our collaborator from Strawbees to actually do this, right? And then we would also have things to do with solar energy, that is solar, renewable energy, meaning you can learn how to assemble something using solar panel and you can see it generate electricity. You can see it light up devices, right? And also wind energy. We have got experts. We'll bring them to teach you how to use this to create devices to generate energy using wind turbines. Great. Doesn't that sound exciting? So this is what you can look forward to at the Meranti Pop-Up Makerspace. Now for older kids, 11 to 15, we've got another 4 more programs. Again, we have got 3D design and modeling. This will be a little bit more advanced. We have LED blinkers and LED torch. Imagine you can solder something yourself and you can flash as and when you want, together with the circuits and all the switches that comes with it. So it's really fun. And then you also have got what you call build line following robots. So this is another robot which is specialized. You draw a line or you put a tape and then you design a robot and you can program it and it'll follow the line. You can even create races. Let's say you and your friends, then you can race who can develop or design a line following robot that can go the furthest or the fastest. So lots of possibilities. And another very exciting program will be the drone making and piloting. So this is where Daryl and William and the whole team of people will come and teach you how to make your own drones. And not just make, then you program it and you fly it. So when you make your own drones, it gives you the confidence that you will be able to fix any drones, right? So it is not just buy. What happens when you buy a drone? Yes, of course you can buy a drone and you fly and it drops and it breaks and that's the end of it. You said, oh, but when you make it, you know how to fix it. So you say if it drops and a part comes off, you should know how to fix it. So that gives you the confidence of being able to develop other skills, your problem solving skills will be sharpened. So this is what's going to be very exciting. So teachers, parents, if you're listening out there, please come and join us for this very exciting programs. And the third group is for kids above 16 and above. These are for youths as well as for students from colleges and universities We have also drones, drone piloting. We also have got train the trainers. In this case, if any of the college student would like to facilitate, you would like to conduct programs, we welcome you. Right? So we welcome you. That means we will train you so that you can actually conduct programs for younger kids. So that's going to be very exciting. That's another set skills that you develop, and perhaps it's also you can generate some funds, so your own pocket money, by teaching other kids to do robotics or codings and so on. And this is all going to happen at Meranti Makerspace as early as April. Okay, you can see there a QR code, right? You can kind of like scan it, and it'll take you to a site for sign-ups. Then you can put in your age group, and you can also choose the programs that you would like to join, and you will receive the materials, right? So we will give you the dates, the time, the duration for each of the program. So these are the sign-ups that you can already start going into this, the registration link that is given through the QR code. Right, so I think that is what I have come to the end for the first part, Selvi. I have come to share with you the programs that are going to be conducted at the Pop-Up Makerspace, Meranti Pop-Up Makerspace. Now, as Selvi mentioned, there is another very exciting thing that I am tasked to do, and that is to announce the winners for the quizzes that was held in conjunction with the what do you call the Pocket Talks, right? Like I said, we had forums, we had Pocket Talks, we had competitions, and we had Makerspace. So one of the very interesting program that we did was this, okay, Engineering for Impact virtual Pocket Talks, which was held on the 5th of March. And the exciting speakers and programs that we brought to them, to the audience then, was becoming an engineer, by a very prominent engineer who is also the chairperson of the Board of Engineers Malaysia, right? He shared about, and it was a lovely presentation. He talked about what is required and how challenging and how exciting is it to be an engineer. We had Sam Gibbs to talk about ISS. I think most of you know the International Space Station. In this case, a 360 tour. So it was a very good sharing session to inspire children of all ages about what are the future careers to explore. So we also had virtual reality, we had engineering of the future, we had 3D printing, we had drone tech by Mr. William, and we had robotic assisted surgery. This speaker was all the way from Germany, and she's a Malaysian, and she actually shared how robots can assist in surgery. Precision surgery. So these are the kind of things that was done in conjunction with World Engineering Day for the Pocket Talk series. Right, so what we did was we also had quizzes. So the speakers had actually given us questions, and we posted it as the session was going on, and we left it open for a day or two so that those who missed that particular talk could actually go and view the videos and attempt the quizzes. There were about 20 questions, and we had about 200 submissions, right? So today we are here to announce the winners of the Pocket Talk quizzes. How are we with time, Daryl?
Very good.
Good. All right. So I think the judges have already come in with their tabulated results. Right, so stay on. Let me finish this final part because some of them were very anxious to know whether some of you may have also participated in this quiz, so stay on. And I must say that these quizzes were actually, or this Pocket Talk was facilitated by T.S. Natalia, and she is from the Multimedia Creative University and a wonderful host, a very exciting session. So you can still go back and view this video in case you have missed it. Go to our Stand for All YouTube and you'll find that this video. But most importantly, let me go through the announcement of the winners. Drum roll. Okay, now let's see. Who do we have? Number 6. The 6th prize winner. We've got 6 prizes, by the way, all right? So, and the points, if I can read out to you. The 6th prize winner scored 11,500 points. And that was Adam Muhammad Hafiz from Brainy Bunch, Arau. So this is a private school from Arau. So congratulations to Adam Muhammad Hafiz. And the 5th prize goes to Adavia Fitria, and she is from IPGK Batu Lintang. IPGK, by the way, is the Institute Pendidikan Guru, and they were very active. These are future teachers, and they participated in huge numbers, so you will be surprised that there are quite a number of winners from the IPGK. All right, so 5th prize, and going on to the 4th prize is Lim Yung Fong. All right, she's a teacher, by the way, and she's very keen to gain this knowledge to share with her students, and so she gets the 4th prize, and she's from the Seed Resource Center. Number 3 goes to Lim Yong Zuan, and from SMK Bukit Jambu, also a student, right? So it's a secondary student. Congratulations to Lim Yong Zuan. 2nd prize goes to Natalia Emilius Insan, and also from IPG Campus Batu Lintang. So as I said, this was one of the most active participation, and congratulations to Natalia. And the 1st prize goes to Yvonne Sim Ching Tong from IPG Campus Batu Lintang. All right, so we will send you your prizes, and what you definitely know what are the prizes. We already announced it's going to be some engineering kits. Since it is World Engineering Day, we've got a whole range of kits. Kits meaning DIY things. You know, you build something, and if you're a school teacher, very good. You can use this as a project, or you can share it with your kids. Right, so you can actually build something, and you can see the principles of engineering being used to create something, like the Da Vinci Bridge, for example. That will be one of the prizes, and the whole list of other prizes that we'll be sending out to you. And those who have not got any prizes, no worries, you will receive your certificates. It's a digital certificate. We've got your particulars, you've given us your email address, so we'll be sending them out to you in the coming days, or give us at least a week or 2, because there's a whole bunch of certificates to be processed. All right, so I've come to the end of my sharing, and I'm going to hand this back to our lovely MC, Sylvia, to announce the next program. So congratulations to all of you who have won the quizzes, and now we shall wait for the announcement for the geodesic dome winners. Great.
Thank you very much again, Mr. Ramesh, and a big congratulations to all the quiz winners. And thank you again to Mr. Ramesh for the quick and precise heads up. And don't forget to sign up by scanning the QR code again on your screen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the award giving ceremony, we would like to take this opportunity to appreciate Tech Dome Penang as our one and only prize sponsor for this challenge. Tech Dome Penang is an initiative by the Penang State Government in 2015 to create a hub for technology learning and exchange of ideas. It will be a vehicle for improving scientific literacy and technology ability in Malaysia. Located at the Geodesic Dome of Komtar, just adjacent to the Georgetown UNESCO World Heritage Site in Penang, visitors will discover the exciting world of technology and how they work by exploring the world-class exhibits in its galleries. Regular programs will be conducted for schools, colleges, and families that are specially designed to cultivate the spirit of inquiry and teach children and teenagers the skills required to thrive in a high-tech, knowledge-based future. Tech Dome Penang is generous to be sponsoring 1 grand prize and 3 special prizes in the form of dome as the winner's trophy. On behalf of the organizers, we thank you for your support of our engineering challenge, and we look forward to future collaborations with you. If you're interested to know more about them, visit their website at techdomepenang.org. And now, the most exciting agenda of the day has come, and I would like to invite Dr. Yeo Wen Kian, the Chief Judge of Engineering Challenge today, for a quick sharing of your thoughts on behalf of the panel of judges, and next to announce the winner of today's challenge. Over to you, Dr. Yeo.
For that. So we have come to the highlight of today. So before I announce the winners, I would just like to do a quick summary of our journey here so far. All of you here are winners. Whether or not you go home with the grand prize or special prize, but the effort that all of you go through together as a team on this challenge has, of course, been difficult for some of you, has been eye-opening and very interesting for us to know what difficulties and challenges that you have to overcome to meet the requirements of this challenge. So personally, I find that all of you came in with different ideas and very interesting and creative applications. So personally, you think that this future will have some of these applications and also potential ideas that you can bring into the industry. But I believe that the process of building the entire dome itself as a team is the most valuable aspect, because all of you will have to come up with different solutions or innovative solutions to overcome this particular design challenge. In the future, you may be faced with a lot of different challenges, but if you can be proactive, find innovative ways to overcome those challenges, I believe that this process will be very useful throughout your life. Okay, other judges, do you want to say a few words?
I think they have done a very good job. Just keep it up. And then, Meranti is offering a lot of activities and programs after this, most probably few months coming in in our makerspace and makers lab. So there's a lot of activities very soon.
Thank you.
For myself, I would like to congratulate all the participants for taking up the challenge, and you are here today. Thanks for also inspiring us with all your interesting ideas that we might not even think of. We find it very interesting, and we really had a good day here with all of you. Yes.
Okay, so now to announce the special prize winners. So the special prize winners will be walking away with 100 ringgit cash, as well as 100 ringgit worth of STEM programs. So there are 3 special prize winners. The first special prize winner is Four Seasons team from IPG Batu Lintang, Kuching, Sarawak, and their team name, I don't have their team name. Oh, it's led by Nurul Nadira binti Muhammad Ali. Okay, so that is the first team. Congratulations to Team Four Seasons. Okay, so for the second special prize winner, we have Team Geo 5.
Oh, fantastic.
So Team Geo 5 have the project called Fantastics, alright? And it's led by Enric Lee Yi Xuan. I believe they are all siblings, right? So Team Geo 5, congratulations. Okay, on the third special prize winner, we have Team Geo Life. So Team Geo Life from MRSM, Bentong Pahang. Congratulations to Team Geo Life. Team Geo Life is led by Iza Nabiha binti Sazali. So congratulations on your project, which is the Geo Life Dome. So all 3 of these winners will be walking away with 100 ringgit cash each and 100 ringgit worth of STEM program. So congratulations again to Team Four Seasons, Team Geo 5, and Team Geo Life. Okay, now for the most waited moment of today is the announcement of the grand prize winner. So the grand prize winner will walk away with 1,000 ringgit cash, as well as 1,000 ringgit worth of STEM programs. Now all of you, I believe, have the chance to deserve for this grand prize winner, which is why the reason you are here today. But sadly I only can choose one of you, or we can only choose one of you. So drum rolls please. And the winner for the grand prize of the Paper Geodesic Dome Challenge is Team Hatsume from MRSM Bentong Pahang. And it's led by Adam bin Abdul Rahim for their proposed idea, geodesic ball space. So congratulations again to Team Hatsume. So they will be walking away with 1,000 ringgit cash and 1,000 ringgit worth of STEM programs for this challenge. So any more final remarks before we end the session? For Nora?
Yeah, I guess I hope everyone's happy and continue to support this kind of activities and programs. Please visit our website for very soon. We have a lot of attractive programs and activities related with STEMs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacqueline?
For myself. All right. Keep it up. Move forward. Stay safe and take care.
Yeah. So thank you to my fellow judges as well. It's the same advice for me, you know. I believe I take a quote from Geo 5 today. You can always try and try again, because life is a long journey ahead. So if you did not succeed in this challenge, there will be many challenges ahead which you can be successful in that as well. So keep it up. See you all in the next challenge. Bye-bye.
Bye. Alright, thank you very much, Dr. Yu, for the recap and announcing the winner. And not to forget also to Miss Jacqueline and Nora. And once again, congratulations Hatsume and the special prize winners and all the finalists. And to all the 10 finalist teams, congratulations again on your courageous action of stepping up for this one-of-a-kind challenge. And you have all proven your perseverance and resilience will indeed take you to greater heights in this journey of innovation. Indeed, the challenge doesn't end here. Your next challenge now is bringing your ideas to life all in one Meranti Park. And your first step would be prototyping at Meranti Makers Lab. So don't forget to register yourself to game up your prototyping skills. With that being said, to our grand prize and special prize winners, don't miss out on your chance to claim your winning prizes from the organizers. And as most of us know by now, with every virtual event comes with a virtual group photo session. I would like to invite all the participants in this session to turn on your cameras and wear your beautiful smiles for us to snap a few photos as the memories to be kept and possibly used for our social media pages. And just keep smiling while the back-end teams work their magic at capturing our pictures together. Okay? I hope everyone can switch on your cameras. SKSI team. Okay. Team Geo Solid. You can open up your camera. Alright, and everyone ready? Smile, smile. Just stay on the camera and smile. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, and a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And hold on. Another one. 1, 2, 3. And the next page. Is it? Alright, so ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and smile for the last one. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Everyone's good? Okay. Alright. So with that said, thank you very much for spending your time in joining us today, your weekend. Until then, stay safe, stay sanitized, and see you all tomorrow. The celebration does not end here. Assalamualaikum, goodbye, and have a great weekend. Bye.